Well, show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask.
Hi, it's now about 11:30 in the morning, and in about half an hour, the Scotch Test Dummies are supposed to be doing a live stream. And the reason I supposedly know this is that I was doing a live stream last night, and Scott came on from the Scotch Test Dummies, and he said that he'd be doing it at 2 p.m. Kansas time, and 2 p.m. Kansas time would be 2 p.m. Central Time. That's 2 hours after us, or we'd be 2 hours later than them. But for us, the time would be earlier, if that makes sense. Anyway, I know that if they do something at 2 o'clock, it will happen at noon here, so I'm ready for noon. Meanwhile, in that half hour or so, maybe I can dash off a couple of these quick whiskey vids that I wanted to do already last week. But because of the requests, and the requests are phenomenal, there are a lot of requests, I'm going to do some more requests. I just went shopping. What does it tell you when you spend $100 on food and $450 on alcohol? What does it tell you? But I think it was well spent. Right here, I have something that goes back to my childhood, in a sense. Back in the 70s, when I was growing up, we had a TV guide sort of magazine that would come in with our newspaper on Saturdays, and it would have all the TV listings for the whole week. And it was, but inside this magazine, it was like a pulp magazine with the TV listings, and it would have advertising in it, because the advertising is what paid for publishing this thing. So they would have things for advertising for cigarettes. They would have advertising for everything that's bad for you. You name it. Big gas-guzzling cars and cigarettes. I remember one particular ad for Rothman's Blue Pack, and I smoked Rothman's Blue Pack for about 20 years, and this is why my gums got sick, and I'm missing teeth and have gaps. And yeah, smoking, don't do it if you want to learn the hard way like I did. Smoking, not good for you. But another thing that was a very prominent ad in this particular little TV guide-like magazine that was produced locally in Montreal was ads for whiskey. And they had Seagram's was a big advertiser in there, and Shenley and Corby, all of these distillers or distilling companies would be advertising their wares, and Seagram's would have a number 7, and a popular mix at the time. There, okay. A popular mix in the 70s was 7 and 7, which was Seagram's number 7, which has nothing to do with the age of the whiskey, and 7. The other 7 was the 7-Up. So you'd have 7-Up, and Seagram's number 7 was a popular mix at the time. Another one was Seagram's VO. This was supposedly the high end of Seagram's at the time, where it was marketed as such. I was very surprised to find this at the bottom shelf at one of the specialty liquor stores, and I'm surprised that anyone's still making it, because, well, this stuff fell from, it's from Diageo. Imagine that. That's who took it up. Seagram was a big distillery in Canada. There was one in Montreal, and every time you'd go over the Mercier Bridge to the South Shore, you could smell you could smell that they were distilling. And anyway, Seagram VO was like a very old Seagram's, and it's 40% alcohol by volume, 750 mils. Okay, so it's made by Diageo, but where does Diageo make it? Okay, it's blended and bottled in Canada, so I'm guessing it's mostly Canadian. Drink responsibly, and there's no pregnancy or no car international symbol on here. So anyway, I'm going to give this a try. as I still have almost half an hour until the STDs are supposed to come on. And I was going to dash these off. It's a plastic screw top, very sanitary, very inexpensive. And I'm going to pour it into a dirty glass because I don't have any clean ones. I didn't do my dishes with all these live streams and all these things that are going on. So this is our Canadian blend, Seagram's VO. Better put the top on just in case I knock this thing over. Okay. Yeah, corn. Corn. Oh, it even says premium on the label. And it says distiller since 1857. That's Seagram's. It's in French on that side. The VO Distilling Company, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Okay. So this VO company is just like the Crown Royal company. And Crown Royal used to be one of Seagram's brands. And Seagram VO is now the VO Distillery. Or VO Whiskey Company, is that what it said? VO Distilling Company. They might not even distill anything. They might just only blend it. But, okay, it's got that corny, sweetie Canadian nose. The kind of nose that you'll get from just about any Canadian whiskey. Maybe there's a touch of rye in there. I don't know. It's probably smooth as silk, being at 40% alcohol by volume. It's clean. There's a bit of caramel, bit of vanilla, bit of corn sweetness, and that's your very typical Canadian nose. Where Canadian whiskeys often differ is in the flavor rather than just the nose. The nose is a pretty generic nose on this one. I guess it's what you would expect from something like Canadian Club or Crown Royal or Seagram's or Corby's or Special Old. Okay. Not really all that much going on here. It's quite straightforward. You know what you're getting. What did I pay? Is it here that I got it? No. This is a new one. This is a new bill. This is a bill from today. Who knows when I'm going to try it, but the bill from today, one of them, Bombay Gin, because it's getting to be summer, and gin tastes better than the white spirit that I have. Elijah Craig Bourbon, that's the 12-year-old, just so that I have one for trying later when I can find myself the new bottling. I want to put them side by side or something like that. 40 Creek Copper Pot. Yes, Pinto, I have 40 Creek Copper Pot. And Lucid Absinthe Superior. I'm going to try that too. Sorry, I just got distracted. This is here, the bill for the Seagram's VO. $24.25, and add 5% GST and 10% liquor tax. This particular store where I bought this, they put the price up first, and then they add the taxes, not individually, but on the whole purchase. So I'd have to take that apart. Total purchase of the things that I bought that day, and that was on the 1st of January, February, March, 1st of April, April Fool's Day. $280.04, $13.98 GST, liquor tax $27.98, $322. Yeah. And yeah, so $24.25. Okay, so now you know what I'm going to be talking about eventually someday. Actually, all of these things I have done videos of, except for the Lucid Absinthe Superior. So I'm going to do that. Oh, get distracted. Okay. concentrate and focus now on VO. $24.95, something like that. Plus tax. And most of the $24 is tax anyway. This would probably cost $9 in the States. Okay, we got the corn, we got some caramel, a little bit of vanilla, 40% alcohol by volume, so the flavors are not too intense. Taste it. Somewhat sweet and somewhat thin. I'm getting a roughness, like this stuff is pretty young. Even at 40%, or is that an 8? I need a new prescription of glasses. 40%. Even at 40%, it's rough. It's nothing but rough edges. No smoothness at all. It's just rough. It's an alcohol burn at 40%. Believe it or not, this is rot gut, my friends. You want cheap whiskey, this is it. And this is the stuff that was selling like crazy back in the 70s. There's that mostly corn and alcohol. Once again, a little bit of caramel, a little bit of toffee, not chewy at all, a little bit of vanilla, again. Well, friends, this is a mixer, if anything at all. It's thin. It's the flavor is just not there. It's not smooth. It's pretty rough for something that is premium. Yeah, mix this or put lots of ice in there, and there you go. Not a sipping whiskey. That's gonna. You know what I'm gonna do with this? That's gonna go in my blend. Let's put some of this in the blend. Okay, the blend is topped off. Once again, there's my full blend, which is not a Cardi malt at all. Now we've got a more tolerable 2/3 of a bottle. Maybe if this oxidizes, it will take the roughness out of it. We'll see. It's a starter, but it's a very poor starter. I would not particularly recommend this for anyone who's seriously into sipping whiskey. Well, either way, to your health.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food quick.
Yeah.